Hi there, welcome back. It's so good to see you again. I really hope you've been enjoying these tutorials as much as I have enjoyed making them for you. I think what I'm liking the most are all the comments that you guys are leaving me below. Incredible! I have enough ideas to last me a year. I kid you not. You guys have been terrific throwing out your suggestions of what you want to see. I am happy to oblige. Might take me a little while, but we're going to get there. One of the things that I want to tackle today happens to be one of the most requested. We are going to do eyebrows today. Actually, the most requested is the smoky eye, and we're doing that next week, I promise. But before we can do the eye, we've got to tackle the eyebrow. It is the perfect frame for the eye, and as you can see, mine are a little bit on the scrawny side, and there's a reason for that. Let's have eyebrow 101, shall we, okay? Back in the 80s, I had the thickest, bushiest eyebrows on the planet. That was back when the Brooke Shields eyebrow was in. I had it. I didn't have to do a thing. It was just thick and full and great. Well, let's fast forward to the 1990s. All of a sudden, the skinny arched eyebrow was in. All of the actors, actresses, models, everybody was doing the thin arched eyebrow. And of course, yours truly grabbed a pair of tweezers, just like these, and went to town. And I tweezed and I tweezed and I tweezed, and I got rid of that fabulous thick straight brow, and I gave myself a very finely arched eyebrow, very thin. Well, you know what happens when you start tweezing? They grow in, and then you got to keep tweezing to keep the shape, and then they grow in a little sporadically, not so thick. So you got to tweeze those because they're like the crazy strays coming in everywhere. Well, before you know it, you're tweezing and years have passed, and you are now stuck with thin, highly arched eyebrows. I'm stuck with these. I have tried everything to try to regrow my eyebrows. I have tried potions and concoctions. I even took Latisse and I put it on my eyebrows. Nothing has worked for me. So if you know the magic bullet to regrow thick eyebrows, please let me know, because I'd love to be able to do that. If you have a teenage daughter, will you please hide these from her? Give them to your husband. Trust me, he'll need them more than she does. No tweezing. Thank goodness thick eyebrows are back in again. So if you have those, God bless you. Please keep them. The only thing you really need to do is if the eyebrow goes across the middle, you get some hair on the bridge, just tweeze right there so you don't have the unibrow thing going, and then just a little bit on the brow bone if there are any strays under there, but that's it. For the rest of us, we have to fill them in and recreate the look of nice thick eyebrows. So that's where this tutorial comes in. And we're going to start now. I have a great pencil that I have found to fill in my strays, my stragglers. This is by Anastasia. Anastasia makes such a wonderful eyebrow pencil. Shouldn't have started a tutorial without my readers. This thing is called Brow Wiz. This is a great pencil for two reasons. Number one, it's got a little brush on the end that's already built in, and the actual pencil itself is super, super thin, which is what you want. You don't want to have thick, cartoonish eyebrows from a pencil. You want to have a thin application, and the key is using very fine wispy strokes. Do you remember back in art class whenever you would do a pencil drawing and you would shade with a very, very, very light stroke and then sometimes blend with your finger? Same principle here. You are in the same predicament as me and you've got very arched brows. I try to now recreate what I once had, which was thicker here, a little bit straighter, and then I come down. So I have to fill in here along the bottom to recreate that look. So here we go. Taking my pencil, and I'm going to start here on the bottom again, very light, very thin, and I am now going underneath to recreate what is now missing. And I'm filling in the gaps. And I'm coming up right here at the beginning of my brow. I'm going straight up and I'm boxing that in a way. So I'm filling in a little bit up top as well, straight up, and I'm going straight across. So I cut some of that arch out. You still want to have, an elevated brow, but mine are too arched, so I'm now compensating for that. So I'm going straight across up to the high point of my brow right here, and I'm going to stop. And now I'm going to take it from the high point and I'm going straight down. So I'm finishing off that arch. Going straight down. If your eyebrows are a little bit short, you can extend it just a hair. You just want to keep it in line with the outer edge of your eye. And you can already see the difference, right? Between the filled in one and the scrawny one. Sort of 80s, 90s. Okay, let's bring this one to another decade. All right, so again, same concept. I am going straight across, filling here at the start of my brow and up top, and being very conscious of, again, using a light stroke. All right, so I'm now at the arch of my brow, and I'm gonna go straight down to finish it off. That's better. Brows. Okay, so after you've done your pencil, the next step is to fill it in with a shadow. There are many, many brow shadows out there. Some of them come in kits, some come in various shades. This particular one is an Anastasia product. This is called Strawburn, and it is Brow Powder Duo. So this is a nice color if you have a little bit of red in your hair, a little bit of brown, brownish red. It gives you two choices. So if you're on the lighter or the darker shade, you can go with either one. You can use an eyeshadow as an eyebrow shadow. And if you're like me and you play around with hair color quite a bit, sometimes I'm a little redder, sometimes a little more blonde, somewhere in between. So I may need to adjust my brow shadow to match my hair a little bit more. And I always try to make my brows sort of the same color as my root. So I found this shadow. This is by MAC, and I believe it's called Saddle. Why, yes it is. So here's my brow shadow that I'm going to use. As you can see, this is a little bit redder in color, a little more of a reddish brown, which I think suits me better right now. And this is an angled brush from MAC. Perfect brush for brows. It's nice and thin, comes at an angle here, and you want it really, really skinny. Basically gonna go through what I've just done and fill in any of the holes. And this also brings a little bit more of a red tone to my brow, which is what I'm looking for right now, following the line that I've created with the pencil. And this really fills them in, gives them that nice, thick, full look that I yearn for, that I wish I had. But now I have to be an artist to make it happen. It's okay. Thank goodness for the tools and the tricks of the trade, right? And now we're going to set it and forget it. So there are a lot of brow gels out there. There are some clear ones, which are terrific. In fact, this is was a clear MAC gel. But when you use a clear gel and you set your eyebrow, obviously this is going to blend with the color of your powder and your pencil. So my clear gel has now turned a nice shade of reddish brown. And then here's another product by Anastasia. It's a brow gel. I'm gonna make sure I give you the right name of the color. But it's a brow setting gel, and this is, oh, imagine that, caramel. So I'm going for caramel with the Anastasia product line. It's a little tricky if you get a tinted brow gel, and here's why. Because this already has some built-in color in it, be careful, because if you hit on your brow bone or above, it's going to leave a stain and it might mess up the eye makeup that you've done. So you have to be very precise if you use a tinted brow gel to make sure that you just get it on your eyebrows. And again, you're brushing them up to set them and then down. Another thing you can do if you don't want to invest in a brow gel, nobody says you have to. Remember this fabulous little pencil that I used? Well, on the other end is this little brush. And all you have to do is take your hairspray, spray it on that brush, same thing. You go in here, you brush your eyebrows up with the hairspray, and it has the same effect. And then you don't have to worry about any gel getting on your eyeshadow, messing all of that up, because nobody's got time for that. Anyway, that's our brow tutorial. But again, you can see the difference. Went from skinny to fat. It's the only time when fat makes you happy. Fat brows. It's a good thing. So I hope you learned a lot from this. I'm really looking forward to next week to be able to show you the smoky eye. Oh yeah, we're going there. It's going to be fun. It's going to take a little bit more time, but I think you're going to enjoy it. So many different ways to skin that cat, different shades, colors, whatnot. So it's going to be a great tutorial. But I thank you very much for being with me this week. Remember, you can follow me on all my different social media outlets, KPRC, and clicktohouston.com. I'm there for you Monday through Friday. I'm here for you every week. Please comment below if you have an idea, something that you would like for me to do. I'm more than happy to accommodate. Just let me know. Also, you know what? The last video I did, I had so many people ask me about my nail polish color, so I figured I'd just give it to you right now. Shellac number 68. I'm really into the pale nude pinks, and this is a really nice one, so there you go. Thank you very much for watching. Remember, go out there, be bold, be blessed, and I'll see you in a week. Good boy.